Hi, everybody. I'm Nathan.
I'm Andrea Warnock.
And we wanted to just come to you. We're a week away from the Marriage by Design podcast kickoff. Less than a week away from the Marriage by Design podcast kickoff. So we just wanted to reach out to you, kind of give you an idea of what you can expect on the Marriage by Design channel, whether you check us out on YouTube at Marriage by Design, or whether you check us out on iTunes or Google Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you like to listen to your podcasts at. You can find us on any of those at Marriage by Design or Marriage by Design podcast. We just wanted to give you an idea of what to expect each day. We will have 6 days of content each week because on the 7th day,
God rested, and so do we.
Darn right. So on Monday, we're going to kick off the week with Marriage Mondays. Is just like it sounds. We want to be able to dig into the Bible, figure out what was God's design for marriage, how can we live that out practically in our lives, offer you some practical advice from our almost 15 years of marriage, and hopefully give you some encouragement that you can implement in your own marriage, whether you're currently married, preparing for marriage, single but married, perhaps might be married someday. Maybe you even just have kids or even grandkids that are considering marriage and that you would be able to encourage them. That would be our hope on Marriage Mondays. On Tuesdays, we're going to have Testosterone Tuesdays. That's a show specifically to the guys. It'll be just me and you guys talking about what does it mean to be a guy? What was God's design for manhood? What was God's design for us to act like men? In 1 Corinthians, Paul says, act like men. What does that mean? That will be our quest on Testosterone Tuesday.
Then Wednesday is Woman Power Wednesday. So similar to Tuesdays, but it's going to be women talking about what does God have to say about women? Who are we supposed to be? Who did God design us to be? Where does it talk about the role of women in the Bible? And so we'll be digging into that and talking for about 10 to 15 minutes on Wednesday about who we are as women. And then Thursday is Thirsty Thursday. So every Thursday, we're digging into a passage of scripture that we decide on, and we're going to talk about background, context, dig into it a little bit, application. How does this relate to our lives right now? We might talk about some of our background with that, and then we'll post some challenging questions to you, or ask you to interact with us. And what do you think about this?
And that brings us to Friday. It'll be Family Fridays. So on Family Fridays, similar to Marriage Mondays, it'll be a little bit longer show, probably 30 to 40 minutes, where we talk about what does it mean to raise a family according to God's design. And then finally, on Saturdays, we'll write in the diary.
The diary.
It'll be a fun little show where we just stand here and as if we're writing in a diary, kind of reflect on the week. Our whole purpose in that is so often people think no one will understand my life. Nobody understands what I'm going through in my marriage, what I'm going through with my kids. And what I've found is the more you talk to people openly about your life, the more you realize everyone's going through the same difficulties, the same challenges, the same funny things that I'm going through. And it really builds that sense of community to know you're not alone. So we're hoping that diary is a little bit of an insight for you into the craziness of our lives, the challenges, the blessings of raising, our 4 children and our marriage, and just a chance to hopefully laugh a little bit and walk away feeling like you're not the only one that goes through the crazy things that we all go through as husbands, wives, and parents.
Definitely.
So hopefully that gives you a good idea of what to expect on the Marriage by Design channel. If you have any questions, you can always find us on email at marriagebydesignpodcast@gmail.com, Instagram at Marriage by Design Podcast, or on Facebook by searching Marriage by Design Podcast. Thanks so much. We can't wait to see you in just a few days. Have a good one.